Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California. Aaron's never really been to the desert, and I haven't been here since a class field trip in 7th grade. So we decided to fly to Los Angeles from the Bay Area, rent a camper van, and spend the next several days exploring Joshua Tree and the surrounding area. Joshua Tree, originally designated as a national monument in 1936 and redesignated as a national park in 1996, spans both the Mojave and Colorado deserts and is larger than the state of Rhode Island, though smaller than its close-by neighbor, Death Valley National Park. It's known for its rugged geology and the distinctive trees that give the park its namesake. Because the park is so remote, it remains a popular destination for stargazers and astronomy enthusiasts, as well as rock climbers, hikers, Graham Parsons fans, off-roaders, art enthusiasts, and people of all persuasions just looking to get away from it all for a while. Most of the trails, campgrounds, and attractions are in the northeast section of the park, closer to the towns of Joshua Tree and 29 Palms. Just a heads up, there isn't any potable water or food services available in this part of the park, so plan ahead and bring enough to keep you sustained for as long as you're going to be here, and then a little bit more just to be safe, because here in the high desert, the elevation ranges from 2,700 to over 5,000 feet. We were here in early March, and while it might seem bright and clear, it was also windy and super cold during the day. But even though it was cold, it's still the desert, and you don't want to get caught slipping out here without any water. Arriving on a Friday afternoon, all the campgrounds in the northeast of the park were full, so after exploring the park during the day, we parked the van out in the dry lake bed just north of the town of Joshua Tree outside the national park. This land, operated by the Bureau of Land Management, is free to camp on, making it a great option for folks without a place to camp inside the park for the night. Just drive out on the dusty playa, find a good spot, and set up for the night. Especially easy when you have a camper van. While I love my RAV4 for excursions, the convenience of having a camper van is super appealing. Being able to drive up to a spot and have your bed ready or your stove ready to cook on whenever you want was so convenient, and we really enjoyed the experience of having what felt like a super tiny home on wheels to explore this unique national park. We rented this van from a company called Travelers Autobarn, and the entire experience was super easy. They'll rent you all the gear you need, but to save a bit of money, we packed all our own sleeping bags, pillows, camping chairs, and other gear into our checked luggage and flew southwest, which allows you 2 free checked bags per person. After taking a rideshare from the airport to Inglewood and stopping by Randy's for some of the best donuts we've ever had in our lives, we were off on our adventure. We'll be fine. The Geology tour road was a little rough and rutted at the beginning, and it did get a little more extreme further on, but the van handled it just fine. While we're sitting here enjoying the drive, don't forget to like and subscribe. It shows me that I'm doing a good job, and it really does help out my channel.
Jeez.
The van came equipped with a stove, sink, microwave, refrigerator, and full standing room even for me at 6'7", but oddly no auxiliary port in the driver's area to plug a cable in to listen to music. We were glad to have brought a Bluetooth speaker, but I thought that was an odd choice. The couch, which converted into a bed, was actually more comfortable than I expected, and it also made it nice and cozy when the temperatures dipped down towards the low 40s at night. Much more comfortable than sleeping in a tent.
Cold?
During our visit, the Joshua trees were blooming, a rare sight here in the harsh environment, as Joshua trees don't bloom every year, especially a year with such low rainfall. We'd actually heard that there was a wildflower bloom that happens in the desert this time of year, but we weren't expecting the huge, iridescent white, garlic knot blooms of the Joshua trees. While they didn't really smell like anything...
Anything?
No. I mean, maybe a little. They were certainly beautiful, and with the exception of a couple of other flowers scattered throughout the southeastern side of the park, they were the only blooming plants we saw in the desert. After several days exploring the back roads of the park, clambering rocks, running into some locals, doing our best Joshua Tree impressions, and just trying to fit in, we decided to go check out some of the open-air art exhibits in the Joshua Tree 29 Palms area. The Noah Purifoy Outdoor Desert Art Museum is the work of assemblage artist Noah Purifoy, who lived and worked here in Joshua Tree from 1989 to 2002. What at first might be mistaken for a junkyard or a scrap heap is actually 10 acres of land containing over 100 assembled sculptures using found materials. The seemingly random placement of towers of toilets, walls of washing machines, or dismembered instruments and bicycles were inspired by French Dadaist Marcel Duchamp and encourages the viewers to recognize the absurd beauty in everyday discarded objects.
What do you think?
The desolate nature of the desert gives the museum an eerie vibe, as the evidence of human consumption lays bare, decaying in the harsh glare of the Mojave sun and wind. Well, the high desert sure is a special place, and I can see why people have been coming here for generations to connect with something greater than themselves, or get stuck with something pointy. Because everything out here is pointy. Thanks for coming along to Joshua Tree National Park with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful or useful or entertaining or all of the above. And we'll see you on the next one.